Hi everyone, this is the National Master Alessandro Santagliati. In this video I will analyze a game that sent me the FIDE master Francesco Bentivegna. He played with white against the women international master Marina Brunello in the last round of the Lazio chess tournament, and Bentivegna played with white and played d4, and Brunello played c5, so Sicilian defense, and now knight f3, d6, d4. It's a very interesting opening with queen takes d4, that's a variation, and after knight c6, bishop b5 to pin the knight, and now bishop d7, bishop takes, and knight c3. In this variation, there is the queen to d4, and at this time it's impossible to attack this queen. Yes, maybe it's possible with d5, but it's not good because after that the pawn d6 will be weak. And to have the strong queen to d4, the white trade the bishop for the knight, but at the same time this bishop on 6 is not so active, so the white has a nice position. Now knight f6, and now bishop g5, e6, and now castle. Castle queenside is very interesting in this variation because the white can make a very strong pressure against d6 and can make a nice attack against the king side when the black will castle. So bishop e7, and now rook h1 to make pressure with d5, for example. Castle, and now king b1. King b1 is a very important move to defend the castle because the king can defend the square a2, and at the same time the white removes the king from the c file, it's open this time, and from this diagonal, so the king on c1 is not so safe, and king b1 is an important move. And now queen a5, a classical move to attack the castle. This move, the plan is this, b5, b4, to attack a2 in the future, to attack the queen side. And now queen d2. Queen d2 is interesting because the threat is knight d5, because for example, if black moves immediately rook c8 to the example to attack, the white can move knight d5, and if you trade the queen to d2, there is knight takes e7. After king f8, it's possible to play bishop takes d2, and after king takes, there is bishop b4. And now it's very hard to defend this pawn because then I can play e5 and a very good attack against this pawn. Maybe it's forced like this, bishop takes d6, but white would be slightly better after that. Well, we can go back. So in the game, so after knight d5, the black played queen a6 to avoid this threat, and now knight d4. Knight d4 is very interesting because the white can make pressure to c6, the knight can now to attack, but at the same time the knight can go back to defend the castle. So a very interesting move, knight d4, and now b5 and f3. f3 to defend the pawn e4, but at the same time can now to push d4 and then try to attack the king side, the castle. So rook c8, and now g4. b4, important move to attack, knight d2, and now bishop a4. Bishop a4 is a very nice move to make pressure against c2. Now the threat will be b5, then take c2. So the white has to defend the pawn c2, and there is or rook c1, but it's passive, or b3. And in this case, b3 is better. Yes, the white weakens castle, but at the same time take time attacking the bishop on a4. So the black has to move the bishop, and now the white can go forward with the attack. And now rook c5. Rook c5 is a mistake, I think, because the idea is interesting. The idea is avoid h5, because for example, if the white will push h5, now there is knight takes d4, and now the black takes advantage with this move. And the idea is this, and at the same time the idea is double the rooks in the c file. But I think that at this time is wrong this move because there is the very nice move queen takes b4, and I think this move is very nice. The white idea is sacrifice is queen for 3 pieces, 3 minor pieces, and we can see how. So now d5, and now bishop takes, and the rook takes c2. Knight takes c2, bishop takes, knight takes. Now the knight is attacking the queen. The black has moved the queen, and now bishop can go back. So the white has 3 pieces for the queen, and this is fine. So takes, f takes, and now queen takes e4, knight c2, and rook c8, king b2, queen c6, and now knight e4. Queen takes e4, and now rook g1. I think queen takes e4 is an important mistake for black. Probably the blackest move, queen e4, and maybe the black can hope to draw this game. But queen takes e4 is a very important mistake because the black missed this tactical idea. Rook g1, followed by rook takes g7. Very nice move for white. This rook takes g7, very important move. And now after king takes, knight takes e6, the black is forced to move king g8, and now rook g1. In this way, the black is forced to move queen g6. White moves knight f4. Black has to take the rook, and now 3 minor pieces against rook and bishop. The white is a very nice game. After f5, knight e2, because it's important for white bring this knight in the game. Sorry, maybe here to attack the pawn, the weakness. And it's very hard to defend this game for black because all the pawns are isolated, and it's up the white attack. So king f7, knight e4, bishop d7 to defend f5, and now knight f3. Strong move for white because this knight can go east to g5, east to e5, and now it's hard for black to understand what to do. She played h6, and now knight e5, king e7, and now bishop d4. Another strong move for white. The idea is simple: take a pawn, and the question is how defend it. I think probably is impossible, and it's a problem because T connected pawns will win the game. Brunello played a6, but now white is winning with knight d5, king d6, knight b6, double attack, and the white can take the bishop, and the game is finished. I think it's finished because the white can block the f pawn easily in this way, and then can simply go to take this pawn and to push the pawn b to win easily this game. When the white played knight e5, it's impossible to take this knight because if the black will take the knight to c3, there is the discovery attack, and the white will win the rook. So king e6, knight g6, the white is blocking the pawn, and now it's very easy win the game. White go forward with the king, and after king c4, a4, white push b4, ignore the pawn. It's not a problem because the white can always block the pawn, but it will be impossible for black to stop the b pawn. And now no way to save this game. Rook h2, b5, and Brunello resigns because no way to stop the pawn. For example, if a6, b6, a2, and now b7. Yes, the black can maybe can promote with this maneuver, but I can simply sacrifice a piece and then I take a new queen, and the white is winning. So no problem for white. This game is completely win for white. Very nice game, and we understood why it's important to understand the right value of the queen, because often can happen that we can sacrifice the queen, for example in this case for 2 minor pieces in the rook, so very good advantage for white in this case. So it's a very important topic to understand, and white played a very nice game in which played rook takes g7, very nice tactical idea, so was very interesting. For this video is all. Thank you for the attention. See you for the next video. Bye. Remember to follow me on social networks and share the video with your friends. Thanks.